5 minutes. Can't monetize that. Alright, let's see. Okay. Picross S4 Puzzle 105. Let's get cracking. Oh, this will be one of the ones as well that doesn't have assistances, and obviously, yeah, I never use assistance on anything, but let's see. Puzzle 105 in Picross S4. These can be a little bit tougher sometimes, but I might just go into quiet mode for a bit and knock out some parts, unless there's anything of particular interest or where I get completely stumped and find myself needing to talk, so it doesn't just appear that I have had an aneurysm and have stopped working. These puzzles are a bit worrying on me, just the fact that I done some of this last night and then just gave up on it. But I gave up on it because I was completely falling asleep. And genuinely, if you're ever playing Picross and you're really tired, you will see just how much fatigue impacts your ability to do logic. And for me at least, it is almost completely ruins any sort of logical thinking that I have. So yeah, last night I think it took me about 20 minutes and I barely got into here, and also I may have possibly had a nap while recording / streaming, which is why that video is not on my Twitch channel now. Even just little things like being able to clearly see where parts can't go anymore. Those are things that I definitely lose the ability to do whilst in dangerous need of sleep. Cool. Middle bit can no longer house spaces. Is it forming a key? I'm gonna take a break from the stream after this, just to get a coffee actually. And sort some bits and pieces out, and I'll come back on later on and do a few more of these. Oh, I'm blind. gap here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 has to be coming up. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. I'll definitely be able to fill in some X's to the right hand side thanks to that, but lots of X's actually, because D8 can't extend beyond there. And the same with this one. I'm sort of torn on this. I'm using Twitch primarily because of the fact of there is no viewers for the video game Picross S3, which is good and bad because obviously there is no viewers, but it does mean the fact that I get privacy to have my little brain farts and mistakes while also getting to record all my footage without taking up space on my PC. Just, it's good points, it's bad. Ah, cool, can fit it around to 5. Should have to come up to here. Still definitely missing something now. So you can use a bit of extended logic thinking here in the fact that of these two parts here, say one of these will have to go left and one will have to go right, because they can't both go right, because it would make that form into a 4 block. So at least one of them has to go left. And because of the fact that it's a 5 coming up from the end, and it's only a solid piece, it can't be this one that sticks in and that one that doesn't. So here you have to have this part sticking in towards the wall. I believe, yeah, because if this one's sticking out, yeah, if this one's sticking out, then you could still form the 3 into 1, but this one can't stick to the inside, so this one has to come out. So this part has to go to the outside. Like I said, there you're kind of like looking at what one move will force the game, like will force you to place in another area, which would yeah, make something impossible to do. So whereas you don't, like, there may well have been somewhere else on that puzzle board where there was an easier move to make, but if you yeah, just kind of think about what's going to happen when you place a certain piece, then you can see the fact that, like, oh, that's, it forces a certain move to be the only option available. thinking, I was feeling like there was something I was drastically missing there. And yeah. There was. Just forgot to fill in the rest of the line down the side. Which gives some nice easy pieces. Yeah, you can finally fill in that bloody bottom row. And finally finish off at the top. I don't have the autocorrect errors on, but I still want to make 100% sure the fact that I don't actually make any silly error where they could be avoided. A running baseball? Parachuter? Really? Oh, he's underneath it and the parachute's up behind him. It's looking up from above. I was thinking it was looking down from up on top. Wonderful. I have another screen full of 15 by 15s. But I'm going to stop the streaming on that. And yeah,